Hello, everybody. I'm Lady Jane, Reiki Master Teacher, Akashic Channel, and Intuitive Development Life Coach. And I'm hopping on today because I had a message come through. It's been kind of in the forefront of my mind and my heart. And it's something that we all struggle with. I believe that it's a very conditioned topic in society. So I feel like it's kind of something that would be beneficial to talk about, to name, to identify, and that really helps you take your power back. This topic is demonizing. It's something that is so flushed into our system, into society, that we do it so autonomically sometimes. And what it does when we demonize others or ourselves is it creates this wall or barrier between the energies of the all. And we're basically self-sabotaging any endeavor, any encounter, any relationship that we could benefit or connect with and from. So let's explain this a little bit. Demonizing, I would say, if you know me, I don't believe in like there's a heaven, there's a hell, there's demons, there's entities. We are our own worst enemy. The biggest battle we fight is the one within ourselves and our mind. And so coming into awareness, self-awareness is so key, right? In fighting those inner demons, those inner battles. So demonizing is the real and only demon, right? And so what is demonizing? Demonizing is basically when we judge or view, have a perspective on anything outside of us or anyone outside of us, and we take on kind of a condescending perspective. They're not good enough, they're ugly, they're sick, they're disgusting, they're too short, they're, all of these judgments, which is really kind of the ego mind, that in order to what? Overvalue ourselves, right? To put them lower on a pedestal so we can put ourselves higher. It's a very ego trap. So I would say demonizing is kind of like one of the tools of ego. So if you look at the grand picture that we are all one, which is the truth, which we are all one, and you look at the fact that you're demonizing or judging others, what you're doing is judging and looking at different aspects of yourself, because that's all other people are in this mind matrix. We attract what we are. So we're attracting people, circumstances, to us that will reflect our own inner energetic walls. So when we discard even a part of ourself, we demonize a part of ourself. When we discard or disconnect from any people, person, place, or thing around us by demonizing them, what are we ultimately doing is we're stepping out of alignment of oneness. So when we're in that alignment of oneness, everything is beautiful. All there is love. We are in a state of ecstasy and bliss, right? That is the ultimate state to be in. And as you find that you're in that state of awareness, of enlightenment, of peace, as you transition from 3D to 5D, you start to feel sometimes that the lower vibrations, the lower energies want to keep pulling you back out of alignment. Those are the demons within, right? That want to pull you back out of alignment. So the minute you disregard an aspect of yourself, which could be another person, place, or thing, you separate. Once you believe in the duality and separation of things, then you are instantly out of alignment, right? Because you're not in oneness anymore. You're living in duality. You're living out of the alignment of oneness because now you are looking at something as separate, not only as separate, but as unwanted, discarded. And so you're literally, in a microcosmic way, I don't want to say dissecting, desegregating yourself because you are all one. You are them, right? And so when you dissect and disintegrate all these parts of you, you lower your vibration. You start to attune to a dualistic frequency. So you're not in the 5D anymore. You're back in the 3D where there's duality, where there's separation. And that's really living in separation. That's the basic frequency of it. So what we want to do is come back to the union within ourselves, take the power back over the mind, over the ego, stop demonizing. And it, like it's so easy to do because it is, like I said, something that's ingrained in society. I'd like to meet someone who didn't have parents or doesn't go around in public and is constantly confronted with people demonizing all the time. I was just at somebody's house a week and a half ago, and I was needing to ground out, and I went to go lay in the grass, and it was just something that I needed to do. And it was a beautiful experience. And when I came in from that, the person who owned the house was like, oh gosh, I can't believe you went in the grass with all the bugs. That's demonizing. You're demonizing insects. But still, you're creating a separation of something that is pure and natural and biologically part of us, and easily just demonizing it into a gross, toxic experience. Now, if I were to accept that belief and say, oh my God, bugs, I would take on that belief, and then I would accept a level of vibration of separation. So you see how in childhood we can do this very easily. In childhood, we're taught to, that there's groups that you sit with in the lunch cafeteria. I mean, everybody does this. Everybody does these separations of, well, these are these people, this is that people. It's labels. Labels are one of the first steps in identifying separation. How are you labeling something? Why do you put a name on it? When you do that, you're putting an experience on something and almost like imprinting, oh, that's that experience. That's what it is. It's nothing else. And then you also put yourself in a box and you limit your availability for that experience to really be what it is in the moment, and to see the truth beyond the veil. So the veil is when you're living in that separation, in the dualistic 3D, you are living in a false reality, and you're putting false projections or labels or filters on everything that you're experiencing. So the idea is to move back into alignment, to realize the truth that all is one, and then to just be open to experiences, people, places, and things in the moment. And then when you are open to whatever that experience can offer in the moment, then you open up this hidden treasure cove, this almost like God is speaking through everything. God is speaking in, or the divine is speaking through, because now you're open to almost this, you bypassed, you're kind of in this intersection of reality, which is outside the matrix. And your experience, the potential in that moment is so great. There's so many things that can be drawn from that. You know, just the signs and synchronicities, that's where they live. The direction, the divine blueprint and path, your life's purpose, that's where it lives. It lives in that fine line of alignment. And that's with 100% acceptance, love, compassion, and knowing the truth that we're all one. And so that's the state of alignment that's going to give you direction to move forward in your life, on your divine blueprint, and your life's purpose, on your destiny. So I just wanted to talk about demonizing and how that is one aspect of segregation. And it is all around us, and we do it so easily. Anytime you label, judge, condemn, that's the ultimate self-betrayal. And that's ultimate condemnation. And that's ultimate hell. So that's the truth between heaven and hell, is it's a state of mind and it's a perspective. And it can easily, in every moment, you have the power in this instant to move into the 5D, to move into heaven. And it's just a matter of taking back the power of your mind, of your subconscious mind, telling yourself what to think instead of allowing the programming to take over your brain and to allow you to live in lower frequencies of separation and desegregation. So I hope that you can gain some clarity and insight from this channeled message. I will see you guys all next time. Lady Jane. And if you want to dive into your subconscious, your unconscious, I do work with Akashic Journeys in the Akashic Records. We look at your divine blueprint. We look at past lives. We can go into the world of your mind, right? Down the rabbit hole and dissect and start to filter and take control of your life by taking control of your perspective, your mind, your energy vibration. So I do that. I also do personal readings, whether that be tarot, Akashic readings, any kind of divination. And you can find, I'll leave my website link below or in the comments. And you guys can just check me out if you want to dive down deeper into your own self-awareness. Ciao for now.